And if you're joining me live, please type in hashtag live. And if you're watching the replay, please type in hashtag replay. That'll be great. Thank you so much. It's really helpful if you, okay, there are a couple of things that are very helpful. Number one, please comment or comment and like. So if you can, give a little heart or give some kind of an emoji, give me some thumbs up, that is super helpful. And leaving a comment like hashtag live is very, very helpful as well. Another thing that's very helpful is because I've gotten so many, I'm getting so many fraudulent people coming on my live streams. It'll be very helpful if you see someone who is pretending to be me, right? Just look at the profile. It'll let you know, like, there'll be nothing on the profile except my picture and my banner or something that they've stolen. But you can tell the difference between my profile and the fake one by how little they have on their profile. They'll usually, like yesterday or this morning, I got somebody had duplicated my account and they had used my profile picture and the banner, and that's all. And they were going in and they were sending messages to everyone saying, hey, send me a friendship request. And I'm like, dude, we're already friends, y'all. And so thank you to all my friends who are watching out for me and for everyone in this community. When you see something fraudulent, report it to Facebook. Yes, please let me know as well, but please report that ish to Facebook because those guys do a lot of damage. They not only are they stealing, but they're also they're scamming. They're going to ask you for money, and it's just not good. So if you, that would be really helpful. So yes, if you're watching live, type in hashtag live. And if you're watching the replay, please type in hashtag replay. That will be so helpful. So I am Crystalline Bell. I'm the founder of Badass Butterfly Spiritual Life Coaching. And I want to talk to you today about the 3 destiny changing keys to make big money in 2024. Now, I am sure that you all have been watching just hearing about 2024 and it being an 8 year. Number 8 in numerology represents power, authority, abundance. And it's a really big year on so many different levels. Number one, it's a big year because it's an 8 year, but also we have this really major movement of Pluto into Aquarius. And for all of us, it means something different. Like it depends on what your sign is. And I suggest you go online and look up Pluto in Aquarius and then scroll down in the articles and see like what it means for you if you are an Aquarius, or what does it mean if you are a Gemini or a Pisces, right? So go and check that out because it's really a big important movement, and it's a movement that happens for the next 40 years. It's going to influence you for the next 40 years. And if you start working with that energy right now, it can mean like a lot of good, positive influence for you. And because Pluto, it's a small little, I'm going to call it a planet, but it's so small, but it is so powerful, man. When it is moving, it is creating huge shifts. So we're going to feel it on a very personal level, but we'll also feel it on a very global level, but I want to say not in a subtle way, but this movement into Aquarius is quite big. So we're seeing a big mindset shift for the planet, like a big consciousness shift that's going to be happening. All right. What does that have to do with making big money in 2024? Well, we're not going to actually talk anymore about the number 8 or about Pluto, but I want to talk to you about what it takes to actually make big money, period. Whether it's 2024 or 2023, there's one thing that needs to happen. And I'm going to talk to you about what that one thing is. And I'm going to give you the three keys to get that thing, the three major keys. So before we get started, I want to first of all let you all know that there is a worksheet that we've put together for you. And Rebecca, can you give them the link so that they can download that worksheet? It's a beautiful worksheet, but it's actually, I'm so sorry, y'all, it is not a worksheet. It is kind of like the cheat sheet for the information that I'm going to give you. So if you're in a position and you don't want to write down notes or you can't write notes right now, you can use this cheat sheet and know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll have everything written out for you very clearly. And also the wonderful thing about these cheat sheets, they're beautiful, but you can also pin them up on your board, which is what I like to do. I've got like 8 little boards here, and I've got all the stuff that inspires me pinned up because it's very good for me to see what I want to be working on. So Rebecca will put the link for the to download the worksheet in the comments. And let me see who's here with me right now. I see Jackie is here. Jackie, I'm so glad you made it. And Iris is here. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. And I also see that Donna is here. Hey, Donna. All right. I'm so glad that you all have made it. And of course, our Rebecca is here. Yay, Rebecca. She did a beautiful job on our worksheet for today. And so that'll be good. Go ahead and request that. She put the link in the comments. So here's the thing. If you are dying to manifest enough money to buy your own home, to travel the world in style, and to leave an awesomely abundant legacy for your kids, then you have to embody a holistic mindset of wealth. Now, in order to buy your own home, travel the world in style, and to leave an awesome, abundant legacy for your children, you kind of have to make a lot of money. And look, times have changed, all right? Things are getting more and more expensive. And we can do things, on a political level to try to, vote in the right people that are going to turn the economy around, et cetera, et cetera. But really, you aren't in control of that. What you are in control of is yourself, what you do, and most importantly, how you think. And so today, I want to give you a really powerful, it's powerful knowledge, but it's really, it's the key to everything. Whether you want to manifest money, romance, health, that home, okay, that trip around the world, whatever you want to manifest, you must have the things that I'm going to be sharing with you today. All right. Now, Rebecca, can you please share with our lovely ladies? Zia is here. Zia, Juanita is here. Yes, Juanita, I'm so glad you made it. That's so cool. I'm glad you all are here. Thanks for coming. So, Rebecca, can you put the link to the Metamorphosis and Mastery program? I want you to have that handy because, look, you all, I want to give you a special invitation to take what I'm going to be talking about today to another level. Because this is the year. This is the year to make ish happen for you, right? To like really claim your destiny, particularly around the area of finance. All right. So I remember having a dream of writing a book while traveling the world and building my coaching business. Now, this was back in 2012 is when the dream came into my mind. And 2013 was when I said it's going to happen. And I remember going, I had a wellness studio that I had built, and it was thriving. I had a bunch of employees working for me. It was just really, really successful. And I always said that I wanted to sell that business while it was successful. I didn't want to run it into the ground. And what I meant by that was, at that time, I'm very different now, but at that time, I knew that I only wanted to be in one place for 3 years and then I would take off, right? I didn't want to be chained to a business, a brick and mortar business that wasn't going to allow me to fly. So when I started that wellness center, I went in intentionally to build it up over 3 years and then sell it for a lot of money while it was profitable, right? And then I would take all my money and then go and invest it in another business. And then later I realized that I wanted to write a book and travel the world. Okay. So, and that's pretty much what I did. But that's almost kind of what I did. That's not actually what I did. Sorry, guys. Let me say this. I'm doing it now, right? Like I'm traveling the world, but getting there wasn't like that. I had to shift something, and that's what I'm talking about for you today. So here's the problem. I had this big dream of what I wanted, but I had no idea of how to make it real. Now, I had the vision, but I didn't know the steps. I didn't know where to start, and I was kind of really afraid of how things would unfold. I didn't have any idea of how that would happen. The only thing I had was that movie with Julia Roberts, Eat, Pray, Love, which was the screenplay or the movie of Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert, right? That was my kind of like blueprint. And I couldn't even get through the book for some reason because I just didn't like the book. Couldn't get through the movie because I didn't like the movie. So I had no blueprint. Okay. I was out there just kind of trying to do it on my own. And what I had thought in my mind, okay, these were the things that were holding me back from taking action and causing a lot of anxiety and kind of muddying my vision. The number one issue was that I thought I had to work really hard on my 9 to 5 job for like 40 years. And then I could do what I want after I retired. So that was the mindset that I was taught as a kid. You work really hard. And then when you're older and you've paid your dues, you can then retire and then do what you want. That did not feel right to me at all, but it's what I was thinking, and I was kind of still stuck in that. All right. And then the other thing I thought, and this was kind of a big deal, I thought that I needed to have a lot of money in the bank. Now, my friends, for all of this everything I'm telling you, I was wrong about. Like all these thoughts that I had were absolutely wrong. And I had to learn that the kind of hard way, which is why I'm telling you right now so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that I made, right? So I thought that I had to work really hard, all my life, and then I could have this lifestyle after I retired. I thought that I needed to have a whole bunch of money in the bank. Okay. And bear with me. I know that sounds crazy. You're like, I do need to have a bunch of money in the bank. And like, actually, no, just bear with me. I also thought that I needed to have more education, right? So I needed to have this degree and this certificate and this thing, and I had to have this in place, and I have to have done this thing, and I had to have all these things that I could prove to people that I was worthy to do whatever it was I wanted to do. At that time, I was working on building my coaching business and all this kind of thing. All right. So there was a little bit of imposter syndrome in there. And you might be noticing that there's a lot of perfectionism built into all these these ideas that I have, okay? And that should already be starting to give you a clue that actually maybe all of this stuff and putting all your ducks in a row, it's not necessary, right? And the other thing that that was in my mind, and this is particular to me, you may not feel this way, but I thought I needed to be working all the time, like working really hard, because I needed to prove my worth to the universe and I needed to sacrifice myself. I don't know if this is something you can relate to. Let me know in the comments if you can relate to anything that I'm talking about, any of these kind of problems or these issues. Just leave a comment for me and let me know, like, if you can relate. I want to know if I'm alone in my craziness up in this thing, okay? So a lot of these ideas were put in me by what I saw, from my parents, from my family, the things all my elders said, what I saw from my friends, what I saw from television. Everybody was telling the same kind of story. You work really hard, you save, 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 you get educated, and then good things are going to come to you. All right. But actually, what I've learned, and this is why I wanted to present this to you today, because it's made a huge difference in my life over the last 5 years. This thing that I'm sharing with you has been completely transformative, and I want you to know how freaking easy it is. It does not have to be hard. All right. And I'm going to share with you. So look, I have a very obviously I'm a coach, but I'm also a philosopher. I've been writing about spirituality and emotions and wellness and healing and how to live your best life. I've been doing this now for uh 14 years. 14 years I've been doing this. And that doesn't even include all the time when I was actually in my wellness studio. I was working as a healer, and obviously I was an entrepreneur. I had started this studio from scratch, built this entire beautiful place. So I've got a lot of experience. And one of the things that I love to do is to share with you what I know. But here's the thing that I'm tired of. I'm tired of watching my sisters, okay? Sisters meaning women who are sensitive. I'm tired of watching you all struggle and not get the results that you deserve. Now, what I've done is to create a program called Metamorphosis and Mastery. And it's for women like you who want to manifest big money, who want to manifest big romance, who want to manifest outstanding health. But all those kind of old paradigms, those old ways of doing things, don't really work for you. Like, it's not exciting enough, and maybe it's freaking boring, and maybe it's just not aligned with the truth of who you are. And so I put together this program. And Rebecca, if you haven't already, will you please drop the link for Metamorphosis and Mastery? And y'all, this is a fantastic program that wants to make you wealthy. And the way that I do it is by the thing that I'm going to show you today. All right. So here's why you're not wealthy right now in this moment, because you could be super wealthy, whatever that means for you. Actually, you know what? Let me find out from you, what it means to you to be super wealthy? How much money do you want to have in your bank account for you to feel super wealthy? Type that into the comments, please. In order to feel wealthy, what's the dollar amount that makes you think, yes, that would be wealthy for me? For me, it has a lot to do with being able to rely on myself and to look. I'm not going to go into my big dream because it's a little bit of a secret. It's a secret because I'm actually going to be making it real. And so, like, if it were a dream, like something that I didn't really want to invest in or just wanted to talk about, I would share that with you because it wouldn't matter what happened to it. But because it does matter what happens to it, I can't really share exactly what that dream is. So forgive me for being a little bit vague right now. You will know in due time what is on my mind. But I need millions. I need millions. I need at least $20 million. Now, to me, honestly, that feels paltry, and I feel almost a little embarrassed to say it. But here's the thing. I'm going to say it because I already know how to manifest it, and I already know what I'm going to do with it. So I'm okay saying that. Um, Beyond that, I'm not looking because I'm living in the now right now. Okay. Now, what I want you all first to understand, okay, as we are kind of thinking about what number we want to manifest, I want you to know that whatever number you are thinking about is probably within your comfort zone. And I want you to push beyond your comfort zone, way beyond, while we're doing this exercise together. Okay? While we're doing this exercise together. And I'm just going to check in right now and see who's here and what you all are talking about. Just a little quick check in. Okay, yes. Love it. There's some good comments coming in here. Thank you. Thank you all for participating. Yes. People pleasing, perfectionism. Yes. Focused on the feminine financial freedom flow. Love it, Zia. Go, girl. Yes. And my Juanita, I just saw you. You said all of them. Yes, girl. I know. That's okay. That's why we're here together, because we're a vibrational match and we're going to break free from this prison. We must reclaim our radiance. Multi-million. Yes, Juanita, that's the attitude. Hold on. There's Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl. It's nice to see you. Look, Cheryl is like $1 billion. Yes. Yes. Cheryl, I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Multi-million for Juanita. Jackie says, honestly, not much. I just want enough to not behave, to be in survival mode and to achieve my goals. Zia says 20 millions in 10 years. Leah says, hi. Donna says, I am a multimillionaire. Yes. First time, and I love it here. Yes. Look, this is what we want. Now, and here's the thing. This is why I told you it's easy to do this. It's easy to, my solution is really easy. Okay. And let me start giving you the solution. Okay. I love your answers, by the way. I love the boldness. I love the no holds barredness. I love the willingness to put your desires out there. And let me tell you, I am hearing you and the universe is hearing you. And what I want is for you to join the train of yes, life affirming yesness, right? We're going to make 2024 the year of yes, right? But in order to make 2024 the year of yes, we have to have a holistic approach. So this one-dimensional approach of just taking a masculine approach to earning money, just linear, like I go to work, I get paid. I go to work, I get paid. I go to work, I get paid. I try to save some money. I try to invest some money. That there's nothing wrong with that. But that as the only strategy is completely effed up. That is not okay. It doesn't work. It's not enough. Okay. You need a holistic approach. And so my solution is a worth affirming whole self concept, which leads to a vibrant and positive set of beliefs, which generate procreative thoughts, which create high vibrational emotions or feelings, which lead you to establish excellent, impeccable habits, which inspire you to speak creatively and life affirmingly, which lead to curated and intentional actions, and which help you manifest big, badass, audacious goals like $1 billion. Okay. Now, I just said a mouthful, and um, your subconscious self got it. If your whole conscious mind didn't get it, don't worry, your subconscious mind got it. And here's the thing, I want to invite you to actually take this on. So let me give you a breakdown. I just gave you 8 very powerful tools to help you manifest all the money you need, all the money you want, and all the love you want, and all the good health that you want. I just gave you the key. I'm not going to go into that right here because number one, I teach this in my program, Metamorphosis and Mastery, right? So Rebecca, if you haven't already put the link, pop it in there for me. I teach this in Metamorphosis and Mastery, and it's not something you can learn in just a day. The fact of the matter is you have to integrate everything that I've just said into the entirety of your being, and it doesn't happen in just a day. So why would I try to give you something in a day that you cannot use, right? So I invite you to come into the program. Right now, the program's only $97 a month, right? It's normally $222 a month. You need to come on now, get it for 97 bucks while you can. All right? Now, here's the thing. Out of those 8 different things that I've just shared with you, I have 3 keys that I want you to focus on right now, because these 3 key things are kind of like the gist of everything that I just said. Okay. So the very first thing that I'm going to start with is I'm starting with the end. I'm beginning with the end in mind, and we're going to just reverse engineer. So the number one thing that you need to be able to do is to set a big, audacious, and badass goal for yourself, right? Set a big, badass, audacious goal for yourself. Why? Why do we set a big goal? Because if you set a little goal, your system is naturally designed to not reach that goal. Okay. It's always going to fall short. Why? Because your system likes its comfort zone. And if you reach that goal, we don't know, your system doesn't know what happens after you reach that goal. So you have some kind of built-in failure mechanisms that make you sabotage and fall short. So you have to make your goals beyond your comfort zone, beyond what you know, so that you can learn and grow into the biggest, baddest, audacious goal, right? So when my sweet Jackie wrote that she just wants to make enough to survive and not, what did you say? I want enough to not behave, to not behave, to be in, to not have to be in survival mode and to achieve my goals. Okay. So, and honestly, not much. So, my darling, I want you to just take on board what I'm saying here and understand that you got to think beyond just survival mode, and you got to think beyond not much. Okay. If you are stuck in not much, you're going to be stuck in survival mode. Okay. So, understand also that just because you're setting a big goal doesn't mean that you have to reach that goal now. I think it was Zia. Yeah, Zia said $20 million in 10 years. Okay. And that is a beautiful, beautiful approach. Okay. Because you could easily figure that shit out. Sorry, I'm trying not to curse. My thing is curse less in 2020, 2024, but sometimes it'd be slipping out. Um, but yeah, you got to figure that shit out. Like you can do that, right? You can do that. Now, um, right. So setting a nice big goal is going to be important. And also, and this is something I really teach you about deeply in the Metamorphosis and Mastery program. You have a servo mechanism. You have a thing. You have an internal guidance system that is going to go where you lead it eventually, and or where you tell it to go eventually. The problem is that if and wait, hold on. You have an internal guidance system that is going to go toward your goal. So when you say, hey, I want $1 billion, you should assume that you are going toward $1 billion, right? Now, there are all kinds of things that are going to help this servo mechanism reach the goal or not. The problem is when things come up that block the servo mechanism or throw it off target. For example, and this is the second thing that I'm talking about, and you all, this is all written out on the worksheet. So make sure you download the worksheet. Rebecca, put that link in there for them to get the worksheet again, please. So this is a huge thing that can throw off your servo mechanism, right? You want to manifest $1 billion. What's the number one thing that will throw you off? Your habits. All right. If you don't have $1 billion habit, like if your habits aren't geared toward bringing you to $1 billion, then there is no way that servo mechanism is ever going to be reaching the goal. So let's say that in order to manifest $1 billion, let's say that you need to write this book, create a little philosophy, create your philosophy and build the movement around this philosophy that you have, right? And let's say, in order to write that book and get your philosophy down, you have to get up every morning and write for 2 hours, right? But instead of getting up and writing for 2 hours, you don't. Okay. Your habit is I sleep in, I go to bed late, I don't eat the right foods. So I'm sluggish and tired. I am overworked. I'm working on this job that doesn't reward me. And you've got these habits that are just taking you away from the thing that you want. So the number two thing that you have to have, the number two key, okay, you set your goal. That's the big, audacious, badass goal. That's the first key. The second key is you gotta make your habits match that goal, right? Once your habits, and actually, I was gonna say this wrong, but I'm gonna say it this way, say it the right way. In order to do those billion-dollar habits that you need, you've got to have the right thought patterns. Okay. Now, look, y'all, I'm going to be very honest with you. This is a little bit maybe TMI, too much information. Maybe it's too much of a big share, but I am not happy where I am living. And I need to make a change for my place. Now, it's not a big deal. Like, I shouldn't say I'm not happy, but you know what it is? I have been happy living in my place up until the last month, and something changed. And really, what changed, it's pretty innocent. It's actually quite good. But what happened was, Spirit is like, it's time for you to move. It's time for you to step into the next dimension of where you need to be. And the way that kind of came upon me, as you all know, Spirit talks to us sometimes through discomfort, right? So I've been very uncomfortable in my home now it's been almost 6 weeks. Okay. So I know what's going on. It's time to move into the next dimension. So the thing is, the reason I'm even sharing this with you is because my thoughts have been so freaking negative toward my home. And I'm like, what in the world is going on with me? Right. So this is where we have to be very, very careful. So our thought patterns have to align with our goal, and in order for our habits to be able to like have great habits and feel good about them, we have to think positively and procreatively about where we are now. Okay. So Spirit has put me in a situation where I feel uncomfortable, not so that I can wallow in anger, but so that I can make the change and recognize that I'm being called to the next thing. So I have to start getting myself ready to move and change my attitude and all this kind of thing, right? So that's just a little bit of an example of how, um, of having some negative thoughts. And so here's what I've been working on the last couple of days, really. And actually, I'm in the middle of a fast right now. I'm in my I'm in 40, I'm at 50, 55 hours or something of fasting. And the clarity about my home really came down over these last 3 days. And, accepting that it's time for a move and embracing that energy is where I want to be. And so my thoughts now that I've made this shift, the thoughts have gone to, oh, I'm excited about where I want to go. And I look around at all my lovely neighbors because I have some really good neighbors that really make me smile. Like there's some things that happen in this apartment building that make me really happy. And so I'm just bringing my awareness back to those things. And I'm also going through and sprucing up my apartment. So all of this is to say that the last thing that I want you to integrate, the last key, um, is this attitude of like controlling your thoughts and aiming your thoughts, making sure that they align with your habits so that they are reinforcing your good habits, and those good habits are taking you toward your goal. All right. Um, so let me just do a quick recap. And I want to remind you all that if you join the Metamorphosis and Mastery program, you can join for just $99 a month. Can you imagine working on yourself, working to change who you are, to change your mindset, to claim your destiny, okay? To like align yourself with riches, but starting from the inside. It's like you don't even have to know what that big money dollar amount is. Like, you don't have to know how you're going to get there. You just have to know that you want to get there. And then you have to change all the things, right? And that's what I talk about. I talked about in that those 8 things that I kind of rattled off to you that I don't have time to go into here. But if you walk through all of those things and integrate them over the course of the program, that's what we do, you will be experiencing a monumental shift, not just in your mind, but also in your body, in your romance, and in your bank account. So I'm really excited that to be talking to you about this, and I'm excited to be able to bring you into the program. So here are those things again, okay, those 3 keys. Number 1, vibrant procreative thoughts. All right. Your vibrant procreative thoughts will lead you to having well-established, impeccable habits. And these are going to lead you to manifesting your big, audacious, and badass goal. All right. All right, everybody, let me just do a last check-in here. See if y'all have any questions about anything or any feedback. Let's see. Oh, I see Aileen has joined. Yes. Hi, Aileen. Good to see you. Moving out of your comfort zone. Damn right, Cheryl. So out of my comfort zone. But actually, you know what's funny? The thing I realize as I'm sitting here, my comfort zone, I'm actually moving is my comfort zone. I love moving. I love new spaces. You know, I'm a nomadic woman, you know, at heart. Even though I'm settling down more, I embrace my nomadic nature. And it feels good. Been feeling like that. Fasting too started yesterday. Excellent. I knew I was in good company with you, Juanita. Thank you, Aileen. Yes, I do love my fasts. Donna says I get clarity when I fast extended as well. Yes, yes, it's so amazing. And the skin clears up, the eyes get clear, the ailments go away, the joints stop clicking. Yes, fasting is the bomb. Yes, yes. All right, y'all. So look, I want to thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again on Tuesday. And oh, by the way, before we go, y'all, I just finished an ebook. It's called The Venus Code Money Manifesting Blueprint. It is so badass. It is a 21-day healing program. It's an ebook, it's a program, there's a master class. We're putting all that together. We're going to do that at the end of this month. If you're interested, drop a heart in the comments, and we will make sure that we give you the information. I'll send you a private message with the information. But if you are interested in being like the first to get your hands on this ebook, the Venus Code. Wait, what's it called? Gosh darn it. I keep just calling it the Venus Code, but I want to make sure I get it correct. It's the Venus Code Money Manifestation Blueprint. Hold on. Yeah. The Venus Code Money Manifestation Blueprint. I'm trying to figure out if it's manifesting or manifestation, and it is manifestation. And it's going to change your complete relationship with money. It is going to have you feeling so good and connected to money on all levels, body, soul, heart, everything. You are going to have a love affair with money, and watch. It's going to be coming to you like it is going to be coming to you in bucket loads. Bucket loads. It's going to be coming to you in oceans and waves. I'm excited. Look, I'm excited about it. I can't wait to share it with you. Rebecca and I are working on it as we speak. So keep your eyes open. And again, if you're interested, drop a heart in the comments and let us know, and we'll reach out to you with the information. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks so much for joining. Bye for now. Bye, everybody. And if I haven't wished you Happy New Year, Happy New Year. All right. Bye, everybody.